Alrighty. So you guys asked, and I'm going to give it to you. So I am going to give my settings, and these settings you can scale. If you have $500 or $5,000, I'm going to go on a limb and even say $10,000. You can scale it. There's really going to be one factor that changes with scaling, and what that is this all max cost. So what all max cost is it's the cost, it's what it spends on your first trade. So I think it auto puts you on 0.0025, which is like 25 bucks. This is like 30 bucks. So if you wanted to do 50, you can do 50. You want to do 100, you can do 100. I would suggest probably somewhere around, so if mine's 0.003, let me get you guys the exact math, so I'm not bullshitting. So 0.003, oh, come on, 0.003. All right, so that's $25. Now 25 divided by, let's just say 500. Okay, so I have my settings set at about 5% my total amount. So if you have $1,000 that you have in profit trailer, 50 bucks would be like a good amount. So that would be 0.006, right? So if you have 1,000, 0.06. If you're gonna play with it all, right? You can even set limits. So if you have 2,000, you know, you can do 0.01, 0.012, whatever it is. So 0.5% max cost trade is what I'm using. So let me go through each of my all my configurations. And I know the screen's kind of small. I just don't feel like copying and pasting everything. So I'm going to start with my configuration. This is nothing. This should all be the same. BTC does whatever. This, like, I don't even know what this does. I don't even know what this does. Let's get to the important stuff. Pairs. So market BTC. All enabled pairs, all hidden pairs. I don't have anything hidden because I want to see all my money. I disabled Binance coin trading, although it still shows here because I want it to be included in my total cost. I took out this shit coin LUN, and these ones sometimes I turn off and on. That's up to you, but you can pay attention to this or not pay attention to this. Let's get to the meat. So here's my meat. My all max cost is 0.003, so right now it's at like 25, 30 bucks is each trade it starts off with. Zero min buy balance. My minimum buy volume is 50. So 50, if a coin has had at least 50 Bitcoin traded on Binance, it's open. I used to have this at 300, 400, 500, but I wanted more trades. I wanted more shots. So I used 50. Minimum buy price, 0.005. That's so you don't buy like super shit coins, but it's Binance, you should be okay. My max trading pairs is 12. That's working for me right now. With my DCA settings, the way they are, I feel very safe. Let me give you a sneak peek of the DCA settings. My max buy on DCA is 2. I am not going all the way down shit bags, but let's come back to that. Okay. Max trading pair is 12. My max buy spread is 0.65. My buy strategy is EMA gain. And you know what? Everyone can talk shit. Everyone's using EMA spread, but you know what? They're using EMA spread and they're getting shit bagged. Okay, shit bagged. I'm gonna take my little gains. All I'll take is at the end of the day, I'm coming back with 5%. I mean, you know, how much more can you want? So all buy value 9, all trailing by 0.5. Now this is what I just changed. I'm playing around with this. Actually, no, that's the same. All buy available volume triggers 150, whatever that means. All sell strategy gain. Now normally my all sell value is 0.49, and then it would trail 1.7. These are my old settings. Okay. What I'm experimenting with tonight is changing this to 5.9, and I'm going to just change this probably to 1.8. So if it goes up, let's say it buys in at 1%, a coin's at 1%, goes up 1%. It's still trailing by 0.18%. So if it goes up to 2%, well, you know, it shouldn't take it away. But if it goes back down 0.18%, then it'll look for a sell. So I just adjusted these a very tiny bit just to see what would happen. Nothing major. Stop loss trigger, no stop loss. I don't need a stop loss with my DCAs. All DCA enabled is at -3.5%. That's the same as my other DCA files. Now, I don't have Bitcoin percentage price drops. I used to have these triggers, but I got rid of them. If I wake up in the morning and Bitcoin got pushed down really hard and I'm stuck in my DCAs, I'll sell everything. If all my money's tied up in DCA and I think it's not looking good, if I look at the charts and it looks like shit, then I will manually sell it all, and I'll take a 1% loss. Do you know why? Because Betty can start. My bot's name is Betty. You should name your own bot. Come up with a different name. Name your bot just like you name your boat. My bot's name is Betty. Okay? So if you want to manually sell, go into Binance, sell it all. It'll recalculate it and start all over again. That's what I did this morning. Bitcoin got pushed down like 12% overnight. I woke up, sold everything, and then voila, here we are at 5%. So we went over pairs. Let's go into DCA settings, then we'll get to indicators. So here's my DCA enabled true, max cost 0, max buy times 2. Anderson double down. Here's my buy triggers, -3.5 and 5.5. Trailing by 0.0777. Maybe I'll play with that. Maybe I'll leave it alone. Gain, sell value, 0.86. Trailing profit, 0.15. It's working out for me so far, so I'm not going to touch it. Ignore sell only, yada, yada, yada. Max buy spread 1. There's my DCA settings. Let's go to indicators. Okay. Now, these are my personal preference indicators. I used to trade off of the 13 and the 34. This is 5-minute or 15-minute. We're going with the 5-minute, 300 seconds. So BBB 600, BB SMA 40, SMA period 300, 34, 13 on the SMA 1 and the 2, EMA period, EMA 1, 34, EMA 2, 13. It's my personal preference. It's what I like to do. And then hot config, this ain't shit. So here's my settings. So you guys can take the time, pause, and go through it. And we'll do a quick valuation just to recalculate to show you guys what we've made today. So far profit we've done 0.00254171. We're gonna divide that by, technically we're supposed to divide that by yesterday's amount. It'll give us a larger percentage, but we'll just go ahead and do it off this. That's the average divided by 0.051985534 equals, boom, 4.8%. It's a 4.8% day today. So those are my settings. Hopefully you guys are able to see them on the screen. Maybe if you really beg me and really need it, I can put it in a spreadsheet. But so yeah, good luck, guys. Go get your 5%. If you make 2 or 3% in a day, it's okay. But hell, I'm having a damn good time. So God bless you guys.